Hey everybody, what's up? Today we're talking about soul desire, and before we get into soul desire and the fact that your soul is God, just play a little bit for you, get you into a nice trance state. Just relax. I'm just chilling out here on my porch with my dogs, just having some fun. So, yeah, let's get into some flute playing, some Native American flute playing. And of course the guess I need to adjust a little bit more, but yeah. The I don't know, I just find it, really, when the flute works, when it wants to play for me, I find that a really good way to get into a meditative state and to relax and, just enjoy the peaceful state. So today we're talking about the fact that your soul is God. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, well, it's a fact that your soul is infinite. Your soul is beyond time and space. Your soul is everything. It's infinite. It's beyond time and space. It's infinite, and so these are qualities that we as Westerners attribute to, God. But I'm saying that your soul is God, meaning that your soul has all the attributes and qualities as God does. Now I have some issues about, Christianity and the whole Western idea of God, and that there's, only one God. That's not true. But yeah. So your soul is God. So your soul has, the Hindus have, kind of have this concept of reincarnation and why is it that we reincarnate, so many times. Well, that's because your soul wants to do things on the physical level, in physical existence, in the physical world. Your soul wants to do things and have experiences, mainly have like experiences that it cannot have on the spiritual level, on the soul level. And so your soul basically goes from like infinity to shrinks down to this little human on planet Earth, this little limited tiny human on planet Earth, and it gets to experience things outside of itself. And come here, Cocoa Bean. And so it gets to experience three-dimensional reality. Gets to experience love, joy, happiness. You done yet? Okay, Cocoa Bean. Things like this. Things like your dog just licking your face and giving you loves. So your soul came to planet Earth for a reason. It wants to experience things. It wants to have experiences. It wants to. It has basically desires that it wants to fulfill. It has desires that it wants to, make happen. And that's why we keep on reincarnating. And your soul is like, if we just if we don't listen to our soul, then it's just going to keep on reincarnating until it gets its desires filled. For example, let's say if your desire is to become a surfer, be really good at surfing, and surf like the most tropical, most like the craziest beaches, the craziest oceans, and all this. Your desire is just to surf. Your soul desire. This can manifest in like your passions, your interests, and things like that. Passions and interests are often a key indicator of your soul desire. So, we're all brought up in Western society that the right thing to do is to go to school, get straight A's, graduate high school with honors, I'm kind of exaggerating here, but, that's what our parents want for us, to be straight A students, to go to college, graduate high school, graduate college, have get a doctorate degree maybe, have, graduate with honors from college and, get a, 4.0 GPA, go on to get a career, get an office job that you hate, get an office job, get married, have kids, have, buy a $250,000 home, get into debt, and pay off the debt, spend the rest of your life paying off this debt, and die. Sound fun? Not to me. Not to me at all. First of all, I don't want to work at all. I don't want to have an office job. I would rather teach you guys, you know. And so there's this conflict that arises. You know, most of us have been taught that the only way that we can make money is to work, and that's not true. The way we make money is by providing services. And for example, me as a Vedic astrologer, you can find that link at vincent.thunderwizard.com. That's vincent.thunderwizard.com. I'll have the links to all my services and all my stuff down below. You can join my Patreon, where I teach you some Qigong and some Kundalini yoga to, you know, open up your energy centers and your meridians and connect with your soul. That's the whole point of everything that I teach and everything that I do, is to connect with your soul. So yeah. But anyway, moving on to this teaching, back to this teaching. You know, so your soul is God, and basically the desires that your soul has for you are like God's will for you, basically. Okay, so you want to not do your will, you want to do God's will, your soul's will. And so, you know, so a lot of times we get trapped up in this rat race of thinking that, like, you know, that we have to be practical and provide, you know, work to provide money, work to provide an income, work for our physical material security. But I'm telling you that that's not the case. You will get all of the physical resources that you need. You will get everything that you need, all the love, the money, the happiness, the joy, everything that you need when you follow your soul desire. When you follow your deepest passions, when you follow that thing that you've been putting off for decades, that you've been wanting to do, but, you know, haven't found the time or money. The main mission in life is your soul desire. That's the main thing. And so when you go after that main thing, your soul will reward you. The universe will reward you. And so making that a priority is key. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, Gabo, I don't feel like God. I don't feel like my soul's God. I don't feel like my soul is, you know, that powerful or whatnot, like. But I'm telling you, when you go after what your soul wants, you will, you know, you're going to be much happier, because that's what your soul wants to do. That's like your main mission in life. So I understand that it's an illusion that we are you know, limited human creatures, because our soul is infinite. So it might seem like we're, you know, these little tiny humans that are, you know, that have no power over our lives, that have no power over our destiny, over our future. But I'm telling you that that's not the case. we do have power over everything in our life. And it's, you just gotta accept that power. You've got to realize that you do have power, that you can control your life. And so, I come across a lot of people saying that when I do my Vedic astrology readings or, things like that, they say, like, I want to go do this thing as my sole desire, but, but that's just not possible, that's, I have to do this instead, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, it's not going to force you to follow your self-desire. It's not going to work that way. It's going to let you make the decisions that you want, that you want for yourself. But oftentimes we move in scarcity, we move in lack, we move in, fear, and we don't move in accordance with what's our highest desire, our most, our truest essence. So yeah, give me a second. So, I want to tell you about a story about this one Hawaiian shaman who was able to heal a whole psych ward. So there's a story that goes, this one shaman, I believe his name is Haleakala Hugh Lin, and he got invited to work with a mental hospital in Hawaii that had all these patients who were, they were going off the handle. They were, doing really destructive things. They were biting the staff. They were, throwing poop at the staff and doing, crazy, they were going crazy. They were going insane. They were, and really acting out, really acting, insanely, not rationally, just going crazy. So, so this Huna shaman, he's a Huna shaman, and he decided, he checked in with himself. He was asked himself, should I be doing this? And so he decided, that it's a good idea to go ahead and help the patients in this psych ward. And so he goes and he says, okay, he agrees to be a part of it, and he asks the hospital staff basically said, okay, great, well, when can you come in? When can you, come in to see the patients and whatever? He was like, I'm not coming in, that's not how this works. And they were like, well, how the heck can you, how can you help these patients if you're not even gonna see them? And he was like, trust me, I got this, I got this, just send me their files. Send me the files that you have for them. And so they sent him, the files. And so what he started doing is he would open a file and he would, start reading it, and every time he would come across something that was that he was shocked by, or something that he found really disturbing, or had any kind of judgment against, he would stop and he would do the Ho'oponopono method meditation, and he would say, it goes like, I love you, I'm sorry, I love you, thank you, or please forgive me, thank you. It goes, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me, thank you. And so he would do this with each patient, with each thing that he found disturbing, or with each thing that he had like a judgment against. So for example, patient X bit off Nurse Ratchet's eardrum, or earlobe, okay? So he would stop and he would say, he would like freak out about that, and then he would, stop and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Over and over and over again. And what he's really doing is he's healing the judgment that he had against these people internally. So he's healing himself internally, and that manifested in all of these patients over time getting better, and getting better and recovering and becoming healthy and functional human beings. So right there, that proves your soul is God. You are God. You the changes that you make on the inside have an effect on the outside. And it's all, by balancing the inside, you can balance the outside. You can create your own reality. For example, I don't have to work like a normal job. I manifested a way to, stay at home and pursue the things that I love, like astrology, the stuff that I'm teaching on my Patreon, like Qigong, Kundalini Yoga, meditations, things like that. So yeah, you can manifest your own abundance. You can manifest the life that you want. You can manifest the life of your dreams, just by following your soul's desire, by following your passions, by following the things that you love to do anyway. It's said that a man who does what he loves won't work a day in his life. And that's true. I just got off the phone with an astrology client right before this, and it didn't seem like work at all. It just seemed like, me talking to her, and just being really just enjoying myself, having a good time with it. And so, yeah, it's, it's your soul pursuing what makes you happy and pursuing what you love above all else. That's what's going to give you your perfect, prosperity, your perfect joy, your perfect happiness, the love that you want, everything, basically everything else in life will line up when you follow your soul desire. If you make that a priority, then everything else will fall into place. So, what else do I want to talk about? You know, so I think that's it, guys. Yeah, just, your soul is God. And so, how people in the Christian circle say that they wonder what God's will is for their life and whatever. Well, you should, start finding out what God's will is for your life by following your soul desire, finding out what that is. And another thing is, when we're kids, we know exactly what we want to do with our life. We know exactly what we want to do, what we want to accomplish, what kind of life we want to have. And so by tapping into that childhood, that childhood fantasy, that childhood nature, we can start to become aware of our soul desire and things like that. So yeah, it's often when we get into adulthood that we kind of block ourselves. We kind of, say, push our soul desire off, and do, settle for the more responsible, mature thing to do, which is get an education, get a job, raise a family, and die. Basically, that's how that goes. But I mean, even my teacher, he was like, his soul desire was surfing, and so or is surfing. So when he surfs, he actually makes more money, and when he surfs, he's happier. He makes more money. He finds the relationships that he wants, and all that stuff. So it's really great. So by following your soul desire, everything in life comes into balance. Everything comes into place. So yeah, it's so earlier in life we really block ourselves. Like when we're in our late teen years, we kind of forget about our dreams and we settle for the more responsible thing to do. And that's not good. So what we really need to do is unblock ourselves. We need to really find out what we want to do, and we do that by like if I asked you right now, what is it that you love to do, you probably wouldn't know. You probably wouldn't know at all. You probably might think you know what to do, what it is that you like to do, but that might not be it. So so the way to actually figure out your soul desire is to actually experiment with different things, and be thinking every single day, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I like to do? What is it that inspires me? What is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that motivates me, and stuff like that? And you'll slowly but surely begin to open up to what your soul desire is. And so, if you think of different things like, oh, maybe my soul desire is fishing. I like fishing. So go take the day and fish and see if you like it. See if that still resonates with you. So yeah, if it's maybe skydiving, go skydiving. Just go pursue what makes your soul happy. And like, if you make making your soul happy your number one priority in life, like, everything will line up. Everything will come together nicely. If you make your soul first, if you make your soul priority, then everything else lines up. And this is some people might be saying, well, isn't this selfish if I just put myself first all the time? No. Well, it is selfish, but it's a good selfish. Because like Haleakala Hulin, he didn't go out and try to heal the patients by interacting with the patients. He healed the patients by healing himself. So when you heal yourself, when you put yourself first, when you heal your internal, when you heal internally, you will heal everything else around you. You will heal the people in your life. You will heal everybody else, because everything is connected. So when you put yourself first, when you become selfish, then everything else benefits. If you're operating from your soul, and that's the key difference. Following your soul desire versus following, selfish, toxic selfishness that's a big difference. Because when you follow your soul desire, you're helping yourself, you're helping your soul, you're helping your internal world, and you're helping the external world. Because like quantum physics says, everything is connected. We're all connected. And so when we help ourselves, we help other people. We help other people by helping ourselves. And so that's one, key teaching that I want to give to you guys is, follow your soul desire, and let everything else, go. That should be your number one priority in this life, is following the soul. So yes, selfishness, that's the whole thing with shamanism, is shamanism heals the internal, and then that manifests in the external. So when you heal your soul, when you heal your soul, everything else becomes healed. It changes your reality. It changes your world. And so, by doing even the practices in my Patreon, those are designed to open up your heart center, open up your soul, and allow you to really feel what it is what it's like to communicate with your soul, to connect with your soul, to have the divine, divine connection, divine communication, with, with your higher self. Even your higher self is there to guide you, to to put you in the right path. And so if you can't connect with your soul, you might be able to ask your higher self to show you the right way, to show you the right path. And so yeah, I think this is about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the dope down, and yeah. So I'll go ahead and play the flute for a little bit, and yeah, and you guys can enjoy yourselves, enjoy the rest of this video. And oh yeah, I wanted to also show you guys a Qigong practice, since we are talking about, about connecting with your soul. Qigong is a great way to do that, and one of the most healing exercises that I can show you guys is called the waterfall Qigong. It's called the waterfall Qigong, and so I'll go ahead and show you that now. Let's see if I can do this. Yep. So you're just going to sit at the edge of your chair and basically hold a ball at your heart center. You're going to breathe in and out, expanding and contracting that ball as you go. Okay, so just breathe in and out. We're really feeling the energy coming out of this point here in the hand. And holding a ball, breathing in and out. Just breathing nicely in and out. Expanding and contracting that energy. Now we'll take that energy, bring it down into Quan Kung Seal at the navel center. That's this triangle. And then we separate the hands, bring it up, bring it down. So we're going to scoop it up, bring it to the forehead, and down. So that's the move. That's the waterfall Qigong. So when we scoop up, we inhale and exhale. Scoop up and exhale. And so we are acting like we're scooping water up, splashing it on the face, and coming down like a waterfall. Scooping up and down. Inhaling as we scoop up, and exhaling as we let the water fall down the body. And that's the waterfall Qigong. So if we just continue doing that, just keep doing that for 5 minutes or whatever, and you'll, you basically, we're taking in taking in the energy like water. So now that we've done that, when you're on your final round of this, you're going to go ahead and grab the energy, push it into the navel center, and we're going to hold our hands at the navel center for a few minutes, just breathing in and out, absorbing that energy. And this is grounding, centering us, and balancing us. So we just tapped into the water element with that water qigong, and now we are grounding ourselves, balancing ourselves. And you're gonna do this this grounding exercise for 3 minutes at least. And just be aware that when you stand up, you may have like a rush of energy in your head. That's okay. Just, what you can do about that is just to massage the scalp, massage your face, massage your ears, massage your neck, that'll get that energy moving down the body and into the navel center. So doing that qigong exercise, it will heal you. It will balance your energy. It will ground your energy. It will heal you. And again, I have multiple exercises, qigong and kundalini yoga exercises that will tap you into your soul. This one was just a basic one that you can use, if you have a headache, it's great. If you have any internal issues like stomach issues, heart issues, any kidney issues, and this is great especially for the kidneys, because the people with the kidney issues usually have money issues and trust issues. It's just a shamanic understanding that I've come to. And so even if you have trust issues, if you have money issues, this exercise can really help you. It taps you into that water energy, the water element, and so you can use this to really heal yourself, to help yourself become more conscious and things like that. So I am getting tired. I need to go eat something, and so I will I'll play you out with the shamanic flute, the Native American flute. So we will talk to you guys later. And of course let's see. best playing, but it is what it is. I'll get better at it, and I'll learn how to tune it and everything, so we'll talk to you guys later.